Okay, 6.5 applications, 295, page 295, numbers 7 and 8. Number 7, John takes 4 hours to weed the garden alone, and Mike takes 6 hours to do the same job. How long does it take them to do the job together? So it looks like one of these rate of speed things, but it's not. It's a little bit simpler than that. A ranch uses 200 meters of fencing to enclose 2 adjacent rectangular corrals and find the dimensions that enclose a total area of 1,400 meters squared. Alright, let's look at this first one here. John takes 4 hours and Mike takes 6 hours. Well, here's a way of looking at it, and you'll slap yourself in the forehead when you say, oh geez, that's kind of easy. John takes 4 hours to weed the garden. In other words, in 1 hour, he will do 1/4 of the garden. So, John, in 1 hour, will do 1/4 of X. X is the garden. We add to that the rate of speed of Mike, and Mike takes 6 hours to do the garden, so he can do 1/6 of X in that same hour, equals 1 hour. So in 1 hour, you get 1/6 of the job from Mike and 1/4 of the job from John. Solve for X. It's not as hard as it looks. Common denominator, so we multiply. Let's multiply everything times, oops, getting ahead of myself. Multiply everything by 12 over 1, so that becomes 12x over 4, or 3x. That becomes 12x over 6, or 2x, and that becomes 12. And then solve for x. That's too easy. Next we look at number 8. A ranch uses 200. There you go. A ranch uses 200 meters of fencing to enclose 2 adjacent rectangular corrals. Find the dimensions to enclose a total area of 1,400 meters. Well, let's draw these things. 2 rectangular corrals adjacent to each other. Right, so we need to create some dimensions here. I'm just going to call this dimension x and this dimension y. And y is going to go this whole distance here. And x is going to go this whole distance here. So we've got 200 meters of fencing. So all this has to add up to 200. So I've got x 3 times and I've got y twice. So 2y plus 3x equals 200 meters. 200 meters of fencing. What else do we know? We know that it encloses a total of 1,400 meters, so xy equals 1,400. So we need to manipulate these to get rid of our second variable, and once we're left with a single variable, we can figure everything out. So it doesn't matter which one we get rid of. Let's get rid of y. Why? Just because. So we divide. In this case, we divide both sides by x, and we get y equal 1,400 over x. Then we take this 1,400 over x and substitute it into this formula, so we now have 2 1,400 over x plus 3x equals 200, and this would be 2,800 over x plus 3x equals 200. Multiply the whole shebang here by x and we get 2,800 plus 3x squared equals 200x. And this then becomes a quadratic for us. 3x squared minus 200x plus 2,800 equals 0. I just moved the 200 over here. So we can just solve this quadratic, and we're in business.